Hi, it's Peter Hopley here at Gallagher's Canyon Golf Course. I'm the General Manager and Executive Golf Professional, and we're standing here on the Championship First Tee Box overlooking the canyon in the distance. And today we're going to talk about a swing tip that could help you if you have this problem in your swing. And I'm talking about scooping the ball or trying to break the wrists early in an attempt to get that ball up in the air. And obviously we don't want to do that in the golf swing because the golf club has loft, and that's what's going to help you get the club up in the air. Typically people that do this, scoop the ball, tend to have their weight on the back foot and want to break those wrists early to help it up in the air. And again, typically if you do that, you will hit a lot of fat golf shots because your center of gravity is back at the time of impact. So what we want to do is create a different feeling in the golf swing to eliminate that. There's two things really we want to do. Both will accomplish the same thing. But the first thing I want you to think of if you're doing this is to try from the top of your backswing to pull down the handle or the butt end of the golf club first, almost like you're driving this part of the club through the hitting area. Okay, that won't let you get into a position where you're here. Now centrifugal force will square the face, so you have to trust that. And in order for that to happen, you need to keep turning through the shot. So the feeling is that you're driving that butt end of the golf club. And another way to think about that is thinking of this right elbow, that as it gets close to the hitting area, that it's a little bit closer to the body. You can see when we get here to scoop or release early, our elbow gets quite disconnected. So those two thoughts, the butt end of the golf club and that right elbow driving a little closer to the body, should help cure that. If you have that problem, give those two things a try.
Thanks, Peter. I'm Greg Redmond from Wave Physiotherapy. So that's scooping. What physically causes scooping? Well, usually it's the lack of contribution from the lower body compared to the upper body. In other words, the upper body tends to overwork. So how would you correct that? One of the best exercises is called a side step up with rotation. So what you want to do is grab a stool, stick your leg and your foot up on the stool at about 90 degrees here, and then in one motion you're going to push with your right hip over your left hip so that you can increase the motion, the range of motion in the left hip while using the strength and power of your right hip, and at the same time using the core to control your upper body so that you're not coming forward. So it looks like this. You can cross your arms if you want, so that there's no contribution from the upper body. So repeat as many times as you can with good control. So that's scooping, how to physically correct it, and what technical things you can work on so that next season you no longer scoop. Thanks.
Sometimes you got to cry a little.